In this video, I want to talk about how video games negatively affected my life, and listen, I'll probably get more comments that what are your video games are good, etc. Bro, just stop and listen to me. I want to tell you my story right now. I remember, if I'm going to find it, that I'm going to show you on screen. If not, then you have to believe me. But I remember I had like 800 hours on GTA San Andreas, 200 hours on, I feel like some strategy games, real-time strategy game, no, Age of History 2. And, brother, this itself tells like, you had I wasted nearly 1,000 hours on those games, right? Combined, right? So I'm not saying that video games are bad. I mean, they're technically are bad, but for me, at least in those earlier stages of my life, when I was, I don't know, like 8, 9, 10, 11, right? And they helped me to learn a basic English, so I can actually speak to it. I learned English just by playing fucking Minecraft, man. And yeah, so yeah, I'm just grateful for this. But video games later in my life, they haven't really helped me. Like, they just wasted time on them. But I'm gonna tell you a reason how video games negatively affected my life, and hopefully after watching this video you can realize that video games are doing just more harm than good, at least in those later stages in your life. Because in earlier it's not that bad, you can learn English at least from it, but in later stages in your life it doesn't really make sense to play them. But yeah, before we start, my name is Christian, just a normal guy who wants to improve. But yeah, let's start. So the first point, how video games negatively affected my life, it's the most important. I mean, there are many reasons many points how video games negatively affected my life, but I'm just gonna name simple three, at least those important. So this first one is, I just wasted so much fucking time on them, bro. As I told you before in the intro, I played 800 hours on GTA San Andreas, right? Imagine me when I would put those 800 hours in a different aspects of my life. Imagine if I would put those 800 hours more in the gym. Imagine if I would put those 800 hours more improving my social skills, talking to girls, call approaching girls, etc. Right? Imagine where would I be now if I would put those 800 hours into this YouTube channel, right? So this was just for me a waste of time, and I realized this now that I could have spent those 800 hours more. So video games are just nothing but just simple entertainment, and just a waste of time. And stop shouting at me. Yes, this is a waste of time. I'm currently at this point now when I try to play a video game. When I try to play a video game, I just sit there and realize that I could be doing more productive things. Like, I could be cleaning my room, I could be cleaning my house, I could be fucking washing my windows, bro. I could be going on a run, bro. For me, it's just a waste of time. So, like, I realize I'm on this point that I could be doing more better things than playing video games, But, disclaimer, okay, I'm not touching a video game when I'm by myself. If I'm going on a family gathering, if I'm going to my uncles, if I'm going to my aunts, if I'm going to any of my family member who has kids, who have kids and who have consoles, of course, like, I'm going to play. Like, of course, I'm not that fucking stupid. Like, if I'm only playing video games when I'm at someone else's home. That's it. I'm not touching video games in private, right? Because this is just, as I said, this is just a pure fucking waste of time. I could be doing more things than playing video games. I could name you 1,000 things more that are better that you could do than playing video games. So yeah, as I said, this is just a waste of time, and I'm at this point right now that when I try to touch a video game, I just realized that I could be doing more things, So yeah, this is it. Do I have anything more to say at this point? Sorry for the noises in the background. I think let's go to the second point. Okay, so the second point, how video games negatively affected my life, is they negatively how do I say this? They negatively affected my physique. Okay, so as I play video games, you know, I always had something, you know, something to eat, some like popcorn or popcorn with lots of fucking butter, with lots of fucking salt, with lots, you know, some steaks, some chips, you know, any other bullshit carb sources or any other bullshit fucking with fat, right? So as I always had something fucking chips to eat, or any sugary shit, and plus sugary drinks, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Sprite, Fanta, you name it, right? And plus adding it with my lack of movement back then, you know, those 2 years earlier, right? This contributed to me being skinny fat, to me looking like this. I hope you see it, right? I'm gonna add the picture here. So it contributed to looking like this. If I would play video game, if I would eat this shit and I would burn it off, then it wouldn't be that much of a problem if I would burn this off after. But I barely even moved, and my movement back then was just going out on a walk with my dog. So you mean this contributed, also video games contributed to me for having shit mental health and a shit physique, right? But I'm telling about physique. So playing video games, shit mental health, and I think I'm gonna add four points. Okay, so this is the second. So contributed to me looking like shit, as I showed you in the picture, right? Plus adding lack of movement. This contributed to me being skinny fat, you know. So yeah, let's go to the third point. So the first point. Oh, sorry. So the third point, this is the not last one. It contributed for me for my shit mental health, because you know when I loaded up on GTA San Andreas or Minecraft or any other game, right? You know, I was just a boss in these video games. You know, I was having supercars, I was having fuck tons of bitches. You know, I was having shit tons of money. You know, but when I stopped playing, and when I shut my computer off, and I look at myself, and I realized that sorry for the noises in the background. I can't do anything about them. But yeah, you know, I was having lots of fucking money, lots of fucking bitches. I had supercars in those video games, right? But sorry. Okay, sorry, boys. I'm back. Sorry for the noises in the background, really. But yeah, you know, I was having fuck ton of bitches, fuck ton of money, fuck ton of supercars, fuck ton of, you know, girls, etc. in those video games, you know. But when that game was off, and when I closed my computer off, and I looked at myself, and I realized that I'm a fucking loser. That things that I had in video games, I don't have in real life, you know. So this is just contribute to me, for me having shit mental health, and saying to myself, oh, you can achieve those things in video games, but why you can achieve those things in real life? And you know why? Because in video games, those things are fucking easy. You can get anything what you want in video games. For example, in FIFA, right, when I had a problem with one game, you know, I could be, you know, why can't I? It's always easy to, I don't know, win a Champions League with my favorite club, but why can't you do this in real life? And you know why? Because it's fucking hard, and nobody wants to do it. If you have a discipline, you can do it, but doing those things in the video game is much easier, you know. So this contributed for me having shit mental health. Saying to myself, you can achieve anything in video games, but you can't achieve thing in a real life. You know what I mean? So I just basically had to stop playing them and doing the things. And how do I say this? The things I had in video games, like I want them in real life. Okay, that's easier. That's easy, right? I think I thought the recording stopped. Okay, so this is the third reason. Let's go to the fourth. So the fourth reason how video games negatively affected my life. I mean, not like So the fourth reason, like, I just stopped playing video games. Like, bro, like it was time to grow up. To be fair, like if you're under 18, then okay, I kind of brush it off. But if you're over 18, bro, like why do you still play video games? It was just that I said this for me. Like, why do I still play video games, bro? I'm not a kid, you know. So it was just a time for me to grow up, I guess, and just be a man. But so yeah, this is this. But at the conclusion, so yeah, it negatively affected my physique. You know, I was eating shit food plus sugary drinks and plus lack of movement, and it just equaled me being skinny fat. It destroyed my mental health because I could do everything in video game in video games, but when that video game was shut off, I was just basically a loser in real life when I was looking at myself. So yeah, it was, as I said, time to grow up, and also yeah, it just didn't really. It's not really give me a fun anymore playing video games, you know. So yeah, sorry. So yeah, this is how video games negatively affected my life. So yeah, I think this is it. Do I have anything more to add? I don't think so. Yeah. Stay hard because nobody will save you. The only person who can save you is the person I'm pointing right now. Peace out.